And welcome back to Brick Gaming Yugioh. And I'm here back today to talk about the best decks of the format. And before we really get into the list and my explanations of what is the best deck in the format, I want to thank all of you guys for watching. I want to thank for any recent subscribers, liking the videos, etc. Also, I recently went back and looked at my analytics, and surprisingly, and this is like really big for me, not so much view count wise, because I definitely have some like lower view counts comparatively to other YouTubers, but analytics wise for watch through time, for like the amount of time people are watching my videos, and the click through rate for like a smaller YouTube channel is really amazing. Like most people right now are watching more than half of my video, like almost all the way through. And it's just really great to see that. And I want to thank all of you guys for watching my videos, watching to the end, all of that fun stuff. And now let's get into the top 5 meta decks of the format. And sorry, I might have misspoke and said top 10, but this is top 5. And before we really get into the top 5, I want to give 2 honorable mentions. And these decks may go up in popularity and may become like super meta. And the first one is Orcas. And I will also kind of categorize Mech Knights with this as well. But Orcas is just really good right now in the respect of Geist coming out. And Geist just really helps out the deck. It's like another scrap recycler. It's like having another Armageddon Knight. Is another starter card for the deck. And that's what the deck really needs right now. And I think that's really amazing. It's also really good in Mech Knights. Like, it really just allows you to semi-start your plays in Mech Knights and really gets you there for your combos. And so, depending on how this format shapes up, right now I'm putting this as one of the honorable mentions, but it could change down the road, so it's not like set in stone. None of this is set in stone, but this is just my predictions and what I've seen through different events. Next is Pendulums. Okay, Triff Gaming here. Pendulum the best deck. No, but it's okay. I'm not going to say that it's like tier 1 or tier 0 or anything like that. It might be tier 1.5, tier 2. I mean, it's pretty decent right now. Like, you could definitely like do well with it. Maybe get a top 8 event if we were having events. But the real biggest problem with the deck right now is that it's just outclassed by a lot of other decks. Sure, it's really nice to have Celine. It's really nice that you can do a bunch of cool combos in the deck right now. But with Master Rule 5 now being a thing, and with so many other decks just being able to do a lot of things better than Magicians, it's just really not good. And the really only way that Magicians can really try to win right now is they open like Lightning Storm, evenly matched, stuff like that really breaks boards. It's not the engine itself that makes the deck super broken right now unless they're going first. So that's just my personal opinion on Pendulums right now, especially Endymions and Spellcaster based ones. Don't at me about this, but it's really like not the like best deck right now. Next, moving on to the next deck. This one is the first top 5 deck, and that will be Salamangreat. Salamangreat has been around forever now. When will Salamangreat not be relevant? I don't know. Probably never. It might just be relevant until the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you've probably heard everything about Salamangreat, like how it's really not broken, but it's a really consistent engine, how well cards interact. You've seen that new access code, which really just makes the deck on a whole nother level now. Like, that's really what they needed, in my opinion, to really put them up there as an amazing deck. So, Salamangreat is still around, and it'll probably be around for a while unless Konami decides to hate salads. And I hate salads as well, so. Moving on to the next deck, we have Dinos. Dinos, I think, is going to be really good. I think a lot of people are going to pick them up. And I've kind of seen a little bit of, theory with them. And I've also seen that they can do the junk combo with, or not junk, jet Synchron combo. Within their deck, and that just really breaks any deck right now to be able to do that combo because it just guarantees free negates. And with this deck, it allows them to make Trishula almost a guaranteed BFD every game, plus their usual shenanigans. And they got a new card released, a level 1 that lets you pop stuff and then get more cards. Oh boy! And overall, it's just really, really good as a deck right now. And I'll be really interested to see what it does in this coming format, see how it shapes up. And it's kind of more of my prediction where I'm like, hey, this might be really good soon. So, that's my personal opinion. Moving on to the next deck. And you can probably guess that this card, this archetype, and this card might be pretty good right now, and that is Ultra Geist. And with 3 multi-faker, I think that can do stuff. Sure, it's not the best deck of the format. Sure, other decks can still win against them. And sure, it still is iffy depending on the decks I put ahead of it, because I think both decks do something better than Ultra Geist. But the reason Ultra Geist is so good right now is that they got their consistency back. And that's one of the real things they were lacking, because unless you open Meliseek or open Multi-Faker, you're really not going to be able to get to Multi-Faker as quickly as you used to be. And that really hurt the deck. It was like their power card. The card that really helped them out quite a bit, but now that they got that card back at 3, and you know how Konami really likes Ultra Geist, and how DZ is actually working for Konami and telling them how to run the ban lists now, I think Ultra Geist is just going to be pretty good overall. And once again, I could be wrong about this. Kind of like it goes with Dinos. I think both of these decks have high potential, but both decks could also just end up not being as good as I say they are going to be, and I can be wrong about that. I'm not going to say that I'm like, the best Yu-Gi-Oh player ever and I know everything, but I do have a lot of game experience. I've been in the game for a very, very long time. Okay, so second best deck of the format. Second best deck. I'm going to guarantee that this is going to be the second best deck of the entire format unless something changes. And it's going to be the Jet, Synchron, and Eldritch. I do not have Eldritch yet, which is sad. But I do have the Jet Synchron stuff, so that's a plus. The reason I think this deck is so broken is that you're guaranteed 2 negates plus full Eldritch board, and even if your opponent breaks your board, even if your opponent hits you a bunch and you go second, this deck is still super broken. Eldritch is just able to break boards super easily, and if you're going first, you have this insane combo that sets up at least 2 negates, and you can even go into further extended combos that way you just get even more resources and even more pluses out of it. Plus Eldritch, all their traps, spells, etc. all have on-field and graveyard effect. The only thing that really just breaks their back are Cosmic Cyclones, but that costs life points. And overall, there aren't really that many great things to break Eldritch right now. And I mean that in the most best way. Everything is going for Eldritch to get a bunch of tops. And if you've been watching all of these streams and all of these PPGs or YugiTuber events, you've seen Eldritch just destroyed. They just destroy these tournaments. But our number 1 spot does that even better than Eldritch. In my opinion, this is truly going to be the best deck of the format, and that is Adamantipears. The reason Adamantipears are going to be the best deck of the format is I think overall they have the highest level of consistency outside maybe Salmon Great or maybe I guess Pendulums maybe? They just have super high ceiling, super high floor. Even if you hit them with tons of hand traps, even if you're nah, you can't play the game, you can't do your combos, they can still break your board. They can still go first and survive through pretty much anything. Plus, everything is rock based. Everything in the deck is just super coherent, super consistent, runs perfectly together, and you're almost guaranteed not to brick unless you open a bunch of hand traps or something like that. Really, Adamantipears will probably have the most number of tops this format. Even if we're not having events, even if we were to look at locals, if people have this deck, they're going to be doing amazing as long as they learn the combos and know what they're going to be doing. And once people figure out maybe even better build than now. The builds that I see are insane. They're insane, and people can figure out better builds than that. I don't think any other deck stands a chance in the respect of just number of tops. So that's just all my personal opinion, of course, but that's how I see this. Well, that's kind of my prediction. That's how I see this format going. And you may be wondering why Shadal's or Shadal Invoked isn't on the list. And that would be one of my honorable mentions, I guess. I feel like every single deck I just mentioned could potentially beat Shaddoll and Vote. I play against a lot of Shaddoll and Vote, and I've been able to beat them pretty easily with Chain Burn and Ghost Tricks and other just degenerate decks. And these decks are all super good against, like, degeneracy and meta decks. I just feel like Shaddoll is kind of just losing an edge, and I think that it just, unless you're an amazing player and you play them forever and you know everything about Shaddolls, I think the deck's just getting outclassed right now. So that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments below. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a good day.